Hello, Outpost tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division with me, BlueAnkylo. B Team, Alien Outpost. The chat was not successful in talking me into trying a larger base, because apparently the mod knows if you're up to no good doing that, and you will get the next phase of aliens if you wait. So let's not do that. At least not yet. Maybe if we get another alien base and our guys are fully geared up, maybe we'll try a team tries a phase 3 base in phase 2 otherwise. But I'm not ready for that yet. So, what are we doing here? Is this a... No, it's only a 2-door opening, and this is a little hallway probably before a door. Well, maybe put the tank there, get a little bit of vision there, and block off the entrance. Maybe use shield guy to check that one down. Put our power armors in the flank. This part's... I might just destroy all that with the tank, to be honest. Actually, what I'll do is I'll have... So we're going to have one power armor per side of each door. Although, technically, one of them has a cannon. Or an EMP cannon. Either way, that'll work. And this way, we'll probably have the tank destroy some of this cover for us, just to... It helps the aliens more than it helps us a little bit. We'll keep the snipers kind of at the back of the room in long range. Depends on what we're fighting, though. We might have to rearrange. For now, I want to keep people nearby for grenades as well on the first turn. Oh yeah, we were talking about, do I want to throw an incendiary rocket down on the turn 1 as well? So I'm going to leave our rocketeer, because if we do see Seisons, we might want to throw an incendiary rocket immediately, but probably the way the aliens spawn, we might want to wait a turn for that anyway. But that's the plan. Okay, well, let's go see what we get. Double door. Okay, that's good. I still want to see what we're up against, more importantly than holding defensively. Alright, we got ourselves a Sebillian base. He can't shoot at us through that, I don't think. Teleporter room with one side. Okay. Get out of there. Lucky placement. He can't shoot through full cover. 100% cover. Alright. Do I want to open that door as well? Well, now we know what's down there. We got a tier 2 tank with pretty big gun. Oh, there's... I didn't even see it. I can't even see it. But technically there's cover in the way. Isn't there? Oh. We're just hitting the wall then. I guess my aim is off. Okay, what would be the most useful? I mean, covering the door is probably good if they open. 99%, it hits him and covers the door if anyone comes through that door. Seems like a good start. I think on this side... Yeah, okay. We're gonna get rid of some of this stuff in the way. And then... We're gonna have a power armor open this door. I usually like to bring 2 shields to these missions, but... I haven't been bringing double shields lately. This is why we opened it with power armor on. Clearly, power armor is superior for taking fire to the face. So we got ourselves a couple Reapers. We got a Alpha Reaper and a normal Reaper and a Sebillian Guard. We're probably not going to be able to kill a whole lot of them this turn, but it's a nice big open area. Thinking some fire might be appropriate on this side. Should have equipped the plasma rifle off the bat, but... we'll do that for next turn. Alright, out of the way. We'll probably have the tank cover. Might throw a couple smoke grenades down. It's not quite the throwing arm here that I wanted. That's good enough. It's not going to be very effective against the Reapers, but it's still the middle of the room, and, you know, aliens are kind of dumb. Now, besides all that, we probably should at least shoot. He's got to be close. I'm surprised the antimatter did worse in accuracy than the Meg. Usually it's the other way around. Alright, bring it on. He's suppressed, he's in the cloud of acid. A couple of Reapers are not getting through this tank. This side, just to be smart about it, let's throw some smoke into the hallway. Or try. Of course, this is why I destroy all my internal cover, basically. Because you can't trust it. Alright. This should give us an interesting turn one. Well, the fire didn't kill it, but... you know... it after it attacks us. Super. Yeah, well, you should have held your shot. So it was closer. Well, technically 2 kills to the fire grenade. And my hiding at the back of the room has continued to work for me. I think he died. That'll be a Rhino Reaper. We've got one of those. They're worth a lot of toxic glands, if we want those. There's only one cover I trust, and it's not being seen. Yeah, I would probably agree to that. Well, I'm not really interested in capturing these right now. They take a lot of shock damage. Oh man, these guns are so good. I know, they're not particularly weak to plasma, but... this is not plasma. Actually, I think one of my snipers had a backup mag rifle. I forgot about that. Would have been better in that situation. So the double door here is pretty cool, actually. I like that. 65 to shoot, 20 to get back. Probably works out. 475 damage. It's kind of alright, yeah. These AP cannons, man. I'm a big fan of them. Now, I'm sure from point blank like this, technically, a machine gun or pulse rifle kind of thing would have done more damage. But it would also have used more percentage of your ammo to do it. Because, like, right now, the mag machine gun has, I think, 300 ammo, and it's 30 per volley, so that's 10% per shot. And, yeah, it would have done overkill as well, but I could have fired this twice. I guess you could have with that, too. Whatever. It's all overkill. Well, given the plethora, let's say, of Reapers, let's light this on fire. AP cannons are awesome. Yeah, right? You don't destroy the cover. Tons of damage. I wonder if I would be better off not even using snipers on these missions. Like, I almost wish I just had more riflemen, honestly. I can switch them over if I feel like it. We're just gonna hold position here. The Alpha Reapers are scary. We don't want to get zombified. If they can do 53 damage, to a tank. Just think how much damage they can do to you and your armor. Well, we're gonna wait another turn for the fire to die down before I open those doors. Yeah, well, there you go. I wonder how many Reapers are in the base. We've killed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so, maybe? Get out of here. I ain't got time for that. There's probably, like, around 10, I'm guessing. Slightly change of plan here. And I'm kind of annoyed by this little bit of cover. So we'll have the tank deal with that and then drive back over there. Alright. Now I almost wish more of them were coming at us, because it's kind of easier if they come into our kill zone than if we have to chase them around. The last base we did was Sebillian, and one of the scariest moments was a door, you know, like this, that had 3 guards in it, and then about 7 or 8 Reapers behind them. I would prefer that not to happen today. Glad I moved the tank back. No zombies for you. It'd be cool if we could get an engineer. Just patch up the tank a little bit while we're in the middle of a mission. I'm camping so hard here. But can you blame me? I mean, maybe we don't need the tank there. The snipers do a lot of damage now. We could have enough Overwatch to kill a couple Reapers if they walk in the door. I never trust. Sure. We got 2. We got Plasma. We got Mag. I guess if there's Reapers, it's actually better to Overwatch with the mag weapons. But snipers do so much damage, they pierce through their armor anyway. Come on. One more Reaper. There we go. Well, sniper, like I said, pierces right through their armor like nothing. Melted. No shame in camping the base. It does make things easier, especially with all the melee enemies. And we've done one of the things that's starting to add up. I think I've explained this once long ago. But if you remember back in base, our plasma rifles, sniper plasmas do, I think it's 220 energy damage, if I remember correctly, with no armor mitigation. Just maybe 10 armor mitigation or something. And you might be like, Blue, why are you doing more than 200 damage? That's a little scary. If 220 is the max, how are you doing all these 300, 400s? Well, every one of those interrogations, let's call them, I think it's 5% bonus damage to their entire species. So any of the Reaper interrogations up the Reaper damage, and all the Sebillian interrogations up the Reaper or the Sebillian damage. We actually completed the DNA researches for both Xenomorphs and Reapers. That ups the damage a little bit. There's lots. This is one of those things I really like about X Division. Passive damage buffs that they don't really tell you about, but just sort of shows your soldiers get better at killing things. So the damage numbers go up. Now do I see a corpse in here? There was a guy in here, and I don't think he ever opened the door. So he either went through a teleporter or he went back up there. We know there's somebody up there that can shoot at us. Let's put ourselves in a slightly better, at least a little bit of cover, maybe. No, probably not. We'll go all in for cover there. But we're gonna have to open that door soon. Maybe I'll plan for the tank to go deal with that guy. It's a nice big room, so it's good for Mr. Tank. Alright, here goes. Good luck, Danny. Not dead instantly. That's what I want to see. It's around 2% extra. I think there's one tech that says you will deal 5% extra damage. But I mean, I have no idea if that's what it's like for all of them. Just, I know there was one tech that I saw specifically said 5. So I just sort of assumed maybe they're all 5. But I would have to dig pretty darn deep into the mod files to figure out the actual numbers. Well, we never used that rocket. I guess... because I don't really care about capturing, we're gonna take... I don't really see myself using a lot of rockets right now, or shock weapons really. So I'd rather have this set up, and the sniper is still pretty good. And we've got a backup shock weapon. I could probably even just take him here if I wanted. Could be true. If you feel like checking and letting me know later on, that'd be awesome. I mean, and also, just because the Xpedia article says 5% doesn't even mean that's necessarily true, because that could be an old Xpedia article. Alright. Could have gone a lot worse. Well, we missed one. At least we no, one got suppressed. The other guy took his reactions already. Okay. There was a little bit more there than I counted on. We're gonna throw some laser their way. I'd say that was worth it. Well, you know, Danny, you survived. That's all that really matters. I was really hoping that would give me a suppression at least. I guess we have to go for the kill. What was that? Accuracy 29%? He hit 3 for 3. Ah, XCOM. Xenonauts. It's all the same. Standard stuff. Can't hit for nothing at 95%. And you take the 20% shot and you hit perfect. Never change, XCOM. You think there's more than 4 in this hallway? Nah, there's no way. We can even crouch for some cover. Tank can guard your left flank in case they come that way. I could throw smoke. If I was playing on a harder difficulty, I'd throw more smoke. I promise. But I don't think we need it. And it just takes up more time. We're going to provide some cover from that door here. This will be fine. We're ignoring that door for now. Kind of clear the big room. I mean, we're in the bottom left corner. Teleporters always scare me a little bit. This probably connects up, I think. This might even connect to the same hallway, so we'll figure some of that out. All things considered, that hallway with 4 guards, we didn't take very much damage. That was pretty successful. Reaction fire is always a bit of a bitch, you know. Just make sure nothing's sneaking up on us. Probably want to get vision on this room again. But next up will be this door, I think. Not quite. Just stay back a little and open it next turn. Bring some power armor up. Don't see any reason not to send a 2-pack of power armor. And yeah, we'll check that room next turn. Kind of getting to the point where we're splitting our forces in half. That's okay. I'm glad I stayed a little bit further back. That weapon's not so bad, though. It's mostly just stun damage. Would have been maybe bad if he shot the tank, actually. Nice knowing you, though. That was a bit dangerous. Holy smokes. Well, we found all the aliens. 5? 1? 2 on the door, one's a Harridan. Soldier, chieftain. That's a lot of guys in there. You know, it'd be really cool if your armor piercing could just kill, like... It sort of travels through 4 of them. Wouldn't that be the coolest thing? It did suppress them and kill the guy at the back, so... You could have had some friendly fire, even. And they suppressed all their own guys. I mean... I don't actually think it can pierce through and kill 4 at once, although that would be amazing. But that was still a pretty amazing outcome. That'd be a little bit too cool. I don't know. I think the YouTube audience would dig it. Is that wall blocking us, or is it this guy blocking us? Pretty sure it's this guy blocking us. I mean, not really blocking us. Oh, you know, I might have had a kill. Yeah. I should have killed that guy with my sniper. Should have killed that guy with the sniper and then minigun the other guy. My bad. Yeah, I think AP, because realistically, I feel like high-tech armor-piercing rounds from a tank at point-blank range, it probably would keep going through a lot of bodies before it slowed down. That seems like a realistic mod. I guess we should kill this guy first and leave the chieftain alone if that's the only options we have left. It's not quite the only options we have left. Just depends on the angle here. Sometimes walls are my enemy. Didn't kill him. It's too bad. Oh, that's right. We do have backup. You know what? Giving snipers a rifle backup might even be better than giving them a shotgun backup. The ability to do that is so valuable. Like, snipers are great. I love snipers taking those super long shots, doing tons of damage. But not being able to move and shoot accurately sucks. And I generally prefer regular rifles of one sort or the other. Just pass through, travel through the door. You'd have to reduce the ammo a bit to balance that. Maybe like 3 shots. Just 3. That's enough. All right, Jiral. The music's broken, so we're not getting the full viewer experience, but I can skip that one for you. I think we move up to here, suppress, and then get out of the line of sight. It didn't even suppress him. Chieftains are too powerful. That was really underwhelming. I spent 12 ballistic cores on this thing. And it's not as good as... Well, honestly, the laser minigun's probably still better, and it's only phase 1. And I'm pretty confident the antimatter minigun is a strong step better than this garbage. And I could upgrade it for 12 more ballistic cores, but... 24 ballistic cores for a subpar minigun? Yeah, I didn't build any spares, but one of my shield guys has an antimatter pistol that's pretty strong. We only have tier 1. I'm hoping... Can we... If I get all the data hacks and do real well, can I get tier 2 antimatter before tier 3 starts? Because that would be something to do. I'm not sure how the tech unlocks, but... All Androns really don't like antimatter at all. Sure, shock weapons are pretty good, but antimatter is a nice compromise. Well, let's just chase him down and kill him. I mean, the tank is still at half HP. At some point, we'll stop using the tank to chase everything down. But for now... Okay. I didn't leave any weapons behind. There are... For those future tubers, there are upgrades to shock weapons as well. It's not a end-of-the-line sort of tech. There will be something better at shocking things in the future. But for Phase 2, shock tech really does seem to be the big breadwinner, really. Oh! I still don't think they should get a reaction when you turn for 1 TU. Well, that's the last the tank's going to handle, I think. I would really prefer not to have it die. Yeah, shock tech is, it's a pretty big deal. Well, it sounds like there's something. If you're playing along Jarrell, don't build mag miniguns. They look like they should be good. I don't think... No. Just keep these. Build some of these when you can. Skip these. They're so expensive. Now, I know Sebillians are strong to kinetic, but... This is just... I've never seen them work very well. I guess we're gonna have to start moving forward eventually. Can't force me to leave my comfy hole. Antimatter miniguns. Yeah, there you go. The heavy weapons do have an option for shock. The shock cannons are interesting. Mostly useful against Androns, in my opinion. I figure we killed 4 guards in this hallway. There can't be more, right? Where's that guy? He was probably the guy standing there earlier. Just a little scout, that's all. Yeah, if you've got shock tech... Double shock rocket might be interesting. Well, also, keep in mind, I think most people, at least the way I understand it, when we're talking rockets, we don't mean, like, only rockets. Like, I think you should generally combo your rocketeer with some other weapon. Probably a rifle. But, you can carry a rocket, basically 4 rockets, 5 or 6 if you really want to commit, and still have a gun. And that, I feel like is just more versatile myself. Or sniper rocketeers. That would also work, yeah. Basically, if you only have a rocket, you're very limited. But if you've got a rocket and something else, you're probably a good balanced soldier. Alright, one more end turn, we move up. So one thing we could probably do is stop at this door, and then next turn open the door and blast that guy. There's some risks involved. I kind of hate ending my turn at doors now. I'm kind of scared of it. But, it's a solid old strat. Yeah, rockets is secondary. Kind of like flamethrowers, you know. Flamethrowers are pretty cool too, but they should really be in your backpack. If you basically, I find if you don't have like a medium range weapon as your primary, you just never do anything. Your guy just sits around all day doing nothing. You've got to have at least medium to long range equipped, or else if all you have is a shotgun or all you have is a flamethrower, most of the time you're just watching. I think we'll go 1 power armor and 1 rifle guy on each of these doors. Technically we have a sniper, but not, well, you know. At least if I needed to, I'd have a sniper shot there. My other sniper... We're just going to plan on killing this guy. We know where this guy is. And then these groups can group up. Like, instead of having 2 groups, it'll just be 1 group. Sniper rocket shotgun, yeah. I'm not surprised, honestly. more weapon versatility is pretty darn useful. All right, let's roast this guy. If you're new to the game and any future tubers, the order I did that was very important. It's just a Xenonaut thing, but if you're playing these harder mods, the order and direction you open doors from is kind of important. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm an amazing player or nothing. It's just, that's one little trick. That's, oh, it's a dead end. Or, well, dead end at the moment. Yeah, that's kind of lucky. So it's a back entrance to whatever's in here. And the aliens can't open it. Okay, well, remember that for later. For now, I want to clear the open areas. The only antimatter weapon, yeah, it's, I would say, hands down, Mark III Plasma Sniper is better than the Antimatter Mark I. But if you're comparing the Laser Mark III to the Antimatter, I might hedge it to the Antimatter. But once you start getting good soldiers with higher tech, higher degree plasma, it just does so much damage. Alright. We don't really even have vision at the end of the hall. But nothing there. Okay. This guy's dead. We move the shield guy up. If you think number of shots on your sniper is important, I guess we could capture him, but 99% sure it's just a small base operator. There's a Phase 3 sniper rifle that you'll probably really like, because I sure found it pretty cool. I mean, plasma's not the be-all, end-all. It's just, if you have, like, good statted soldiers, I think. That's kind of my understanding, is rookies would do really poorly with plasma, because other than the damage, otherwise they kind of suck. But if your strength and accuracy and stuff is good, then you can get away with it pretty safely, and you'll be killing stuff real efficiently. But yeah, the next tier of technology. I knew you were gonna move out there. I just knew that was gonna happen if we waited a little bit. Punk. Rookies just do poorly. Well, you can throw them. You can throw them in some power armor with a minigun, and they'll be okay. You don't need accuracy for a minigun in power armor. I should have aimed that shot, technically, because I only had the one ammo, but lucky me, I hit. Right, rocket guy. Ah, no, I still got one person with a med kit. But yeah, the tier above plasma is more of a high ammo, high number of shot kind of weapon tech. And I really enjoyed it once I got that stuff rolling. I didn't think I'd ever replace the super high damage plasma. And it's kind of low damage in comparison, but it punches. It punches good. Yeah. Waste your bullets. Alright there, operator. These guys don't have a lot of defense themselves, so... yeah. At least we have the Mark III plasma rifles and snipers. Well, yeah, power armor. You put them in something that gives them full strength and a reasonable chance at surviving. Better than most people. And you just run them up front. That's what we've been doing. Anybody that's a rookie that kind of sucks, just throw some armor on them, run in there. I usually have 2 power armors. This is the 3rd base, I think? We didn't really need to do this one. It's just sort of for fun. The next time we see a landing ship, we'll either stop it from building a base or maybe decide we want to try a bigger base if we're really feeling confident. But just another small base, probably not necessary right now. I don't really like this the reason I'm not pushing down this hallway is it's that nasty T intersection with 2 doors. It's hard to cover both angles at the same time. This angle is safer because there's no flank. How many bases? Depends how you want to do it. Optimally, you will get 1 of each Sizen and Sebillian operator. So 2 is your minimum. Like, you need to capture 1 of these. And then you need to capture a Sizen version. And they'll only show up on their own species base. If it had been Sizen, no. Unfortunately, this base really never had a chance. We have all the Sebillian catches already, and the Sizen stuff we need is actually from a terror mission. I don't want to... I would say this corner's probably safe enough. We can switch over if we need. Psi protection, that's true. These guys keep falling for my trap here. I'm just gonna hang out here forever. Yeah, you get the power armor makes up for their weak strength, their poor health because of the high armor, their poor bravery with psionic protection, and it even buffs their bravery if I remember correctly. At least this stuff does. It gives them like plus 30 or 40 bravery because they're in a power armor. I feel like it's definitely meant for rookies. You know, it's good for high-level soldiers, but it's like built for rookies. I'm onto your tricks, aliens. You think you can just flame me as I open the door and get a kill? Not that easy. See you later. Those are fun still. Might not be the best weapon, because you have to reload it every time you do that, but it's still pretty fun. Okay, so once we've cleared sort of this angle, this team will move down that hallway. This is a nice long room, too. Okay, we're going to angle to the right, open the door. Double check that there's no one in the hallway there hiding. Okay, so there's a back entrance over here. Door over, or entrance over there. Just want to check this little bit first. I don't think they can hide inside that. There might be like 1 or 2 tiles. Let's not push our luck. Let's not push our luck. We'll move up next turn. I can put the sniper there, but honestly, it's too cramped. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a good team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good team. Next turn, I think I will check that corner with the power suit, and then we'll start moving down the hall. Accidentally sent double ballistic rifles. I should probably switch somebody so that I have 1 ballistic rifle on each side for any stray reapers. We can sneak back there if this is a terrible room. So I like to stack the doorways a little bit before we run in. Who could we trade out here? 1 plasma rifle for 1 mag rifle? That seems fair. Yeah, dead end. Alright. We're taking this hallway nice and slow. Sure. Actually, these high things are... They need to be destroyed before he can take any damage, but They break easy, but you can't shoot through them naturally, at least not with normal weapons. Unless it's like a toxic cannon. Looks like they decided to blow up our shield guy anyway with something. So it didn't even matter. Alright, our shield guy might be approaching the end of his time on this base. Turns out I put the sniper in a good spot. 30 bravery, 28 less reactions, 4 psi charges. That's pretty good. Oh, I should have ducked first. My bad. Alright. This is why we have miniguns. So what weapon was that? I think it bypassed his shield, right? Because I had the shield facing... Unless he went so far down that he could flank us, which seems unfair. With some sort of cannon. There's a reason we have 4 Predator armors right now, basically. There's really not a lot... Oh, it was a plasma cannon. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's usually not that good, but in close quarters like that, he can't hardly miss. I have a hard time in Phase 2 because there's not a lot of armor options, right? Wolf armor is Phase 1. It's very good Phase 1. But doesn't seem to have an upgrade in Phase 2. And then Fox armor is definitely early Phase 1, and it has no direct upgrade in Phase 2 either. I could go Buzzard, but I don't know about that. Can't even fly with a shield. I wonder if I just destroy this door. Easy enough. Yeah, Wolf feels closer to Phase 2, I'll give you that. It's really the shield guys that I feel are missing any kind of armor. I need some kind of high TU, reasonably good protection armor for my shield guys. And seeing as the Wolf armor subtracts TUs, Buzzard can't fly with a shield and is not very good armor otherwise. And then Predator can't use shields either. I don't really have a good shield armor for Phase 2, that's all. I know there's better armor in later phases, but for now, just a little bit lacking. Let's put... who cares about that? Just want to put someone as bait while we recover here, because I don't want these guys to take any more damage. And we'll start moving up into the... whatever the breeding room is, whatever it's called. With the next shield upgrade, you can fly, sorta. Oh, is that it? Like the tier 3 shield with Buzzard armor lets you fly, sorta. I didn't test it. I thought you just couldn't fly with it on. So once I saw you couldn't fly, I never tried again. All right, these rooms, at least they have a good amount of cover in them. Civilian guard way back there. I guess we can probably wait around here. We'll start stacking up a little. It's a big room, but there's a lot of cover, so we'll send out the power armor next. And we'll try to keep at least a couple people ready to rush in and help, you know, throw grenades and stuff. You just got to put in your backpack. I don't think... the shields I've got, you can't fit in your backpack, so if they made... I don't even remember, but if the next shield is smaller, that's kind of cool. But I'm pretty sure it's 6 tiles high and your backpack's only 5, so normal shields won't fit, at least. Let's check this door. I kind of had a feeling there'd be less likely to be aliens. Mostly just because of the layout. We started here kind of going this direction. I figured anything back here would have already moved up. That's fairly safe choice. Probably not going to be leading with my shield guy a whole lot anymore. We do have these power armors for a reason. It's a lot more likely they survive a hit now than he does. Oh, that's cool. So you can just throw your shield in your backpack. I mean, we could always wear Buzzard armor, throw your shield on the ground and fly, and then pick it back up if you want it, but... Still, even if it's a bit smaller, that's a lot of backpack space. No extra guns. Alright, so there's a Sebillian over there. We didn't see anything on that side. That doesn't mean there's nothing. Bring up some reinforcements. These guys had a bit of a bad ambush. Let's try to keep things under control. We probably don't want Granola taking a shot right now. So let's move him up a little bit and waste his TUs. Because it's just... I feel like it's too likely we shoot somebody in the back. And then next turn we start moving up there as well. We might want to hold here. Because if this is a dead end, we could clear this corner out. It might be. Well, there's another door there. Just bring a shield for everybody. That's the spirit. Yeah, we were talking before about bringing spare shield guys on some of the larger UFOs in the early Phase 2 days. That would have been pretty helpful, actually. With the power armor kind of taking the role of frontline shield guy, it hasn't been so bad, but... Laser minigun is still not old. It's a bit long range. 4 hits out of 50. Can we follow that up? We can. Let's see how the Mag 1 compares. 60 shots instead of 50. Not enough damage, but at least we suppressed them. Dual wield shields. I think, couldn't you do that into the vanilla Xenonauts? I'm pretty sure I remember doing that in the base version of the game. Great shooting. This is why I had someone with a plasma rifle over here, not just mag rifles. You can do it. Well, we wasted all of our lucky shots earlier on. No shield can only be held in the offhand? Maybe I'm wrong. I sort of remember doing it, but maybe it was modded or something. Or I'm just getting old, can't remember what I used to do. Alright. We killed that guy. Unfortunately it's not a Sizen map, so we can't pick up a different shield. That would be cool too. We're just gonna take it slow, don't rush it. Hey, if you start your turn holding a key down or the mouse on the side, it locks it in place. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a dead end, but we're not sending a whole lot of troops down here in case it turns out real bad, so let's take our time. Absolutely insane. Does the story continue, Robert, from earlier in the chat? Someone run out of toilet paper and give you a really bad time? It's not the worst sniper spot. So this guy's still alive. Antimatter should probably fill him, finish him off. There you go. Thorinum, getting the kill. Yeah, it could be the generator room. Good call. There's a reasonable chance there's some aliens in there, so don't get too close. But they're starting to thin out a bit at this point. We're getting pretty deep in here. I think... Oh, there's no little wall. Sometimes there's little outcroppings from the wall on these. We'll trust in the power armor. But yeah, you gotta clear that out. Assuming this is a dead end, this will connect up, and I would assume the control room will be up there. Wait, why do I have 6 people up here? Nope, that's 5. I can't count. Okay, you guys are probably going to hold until these guys are done. We're going to check this out. Alright, just in case, let's get this out of the way early. Yep. Oh, not one of these corners. I should have checked, but, like, I feel like 90% of the time you can shoot around corners. Just not 100% of the time. I mean, it's fine. We suppressed them and then easy kill, but... just a little spooky when that happens. Uh-oh. Retired couple that owns homes. I can only guess where this goes. You're buying a house? That's not what I would have expected. I feel like usually those retiree homes fall into a bit of disrepair. Okay. Nice safe room with just one alien in it. Okay, so we can move... I mean, I don't have vision on this door, which is a little scary. We can maybe fix that. Okay, good. Probably be better to be out of vision. Thornham, I know how he thinks, though. He would prefer it this way. So I guess the scariest move now is to see what's behind this door. Well, you know what? Kinetic doesn't really work against power armor, dude. That's the closest I've ever fired the antimatter cannon. But I was confident that Doomed Guy would not be doomed. That's cool. Yeah, there's your generator room. I get the feeling, Runes, you've done a few base missions in your time. Enough to have a pretty good idea how the random layouts work. Alright, it's empty. There's a shortcut, though. Interesting. There's a shortcut there. There's a shortcut there. Maybe we should see where they lead without opening the second shot there. One of these... that's got to be a long corridor. This could be... there could be the final room there if we have to go all the way around. So we might have a nice little sneak attack. Ooh, it is very long. Wow. That's the longest secret passage I might have ever seen. And it's a dead end. Aww. It's just going to lead to this one. But that's I think that's the longest one I've ever seen, personally. Okay, so we start preparing for the next room anyway. That's a minigun type weapon. So let's be smart about this. Or heavy weapon, whatever they call it. Nice area of Las Vegas. Well, that's a pretty enormous house. I mean... assuming you've got the money to pay for it, I guess it's probably a good time to buy. That's usually what they say about all these recessions. It's only bad if you're in debt. If you've got the capital, it's a great time for everything to get cheaper and pick stuff up. Hey Thornham, you're back. Oh, you know, you just risking your life in here, but you're doing fine. I was hoping there was a side connector of some sort, but... ah, well. A fun little side trip for those two. Can't even open the door after that. You did some paperwork. It's even cheaper than your apartment. Well, that's a pretty good deal. It's been a pretty good mission, all things considered. The only damage we've really took was Shield Guy. Kind of got hit by a plasma cannon, ignoring his shield. I don't think too much other damage. Just some minor scrapes. The tank is still alive, at least. Just mostly dead. So I know there's somebody back there. It's better for him to waste a shot at range, though. I think we're going to use Danny to get vision. It's fine. So this is going to be the command room. Yeah, there's no room left. It's got to be the command room right there. Could throw some smoke at him. No, the chems never kill anything anymore, but... Not enough TUs for that. Oh. Right. We're probably not going to really want to move in here this turn. Suffice to say, we got some nice scouting done. Maybe we'll do some rando suppression here, but I could destroy some of the eggs. Yeah, I mean, that helps. We've got lots of ammo. It's pretty hard to suppress with the antimatter, but sometimes it works. At least it did some damage. Might as well take a couple more shots. Can't hurt. Almost got him. We got like one more. Somehow I doubt we'll get him with a mag rifle, but you never know. They're both suppressed. Makes me feel like Danny... 63 TU, that's too much. We actually suppressed even more. Alright, well we got a good turn for... Next turn should be good. Don't think I can... Heck yeah! This is getting really greedy. Alright, I do have a backup strat though, don't worry. I'm not trying to get these guys killed, I promise. I had an idea in the back of my head. Totally fine. Alright, we're good. Antimatter has 0 suppression. I've seen it suppress. It's not probably supposed to, but I have seen an antimatter minigun still suppress. I don't know why, but it definitely has once. Looks like we've successfully confused them a little bit. It's fine. They don't know what's coming. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works. I know I've seen it once. It's on camera somewhere. Now, I keep reading that these Sebillians are supposed to be weak to chemical gas. Doesn't seem super effective. So, one's out front, one's hidden. They got lots of chems. There's probably one in front of the door anyway. This seems like a good opportunity for grenades one way or the other. That's what the black smoke is for. If I had phase 2 chems, yeah, but you could only... I do not have very many toxic grenades. The A team has a few, but I think I've only seen 2 or 3 so far. They're pretty rare. Did that guy die to extra damage? I think the laser minigun actually double killed there. Yeah, that's the trouble I have with a lot of the grenades actually. It's I don't mind when things cost alenium or alloys or whatever, money and stuff. But when it's like you need spare alien weapons to turn into a few of your weapons, that can get a little bit difficult. All right, let's let them suffer for a turn. It's getting pretty dark back there. No, I think the Xenomorphs first showed up in a mod. They were in a mod before X Division. They were called Vipers in one of the other big mods earlier on in the thing. They added all the resources in for some other mod. I forget the name of it. I'm sure it was before Xenonauts even. Or X Division even. Xenophobia, that sounds likely, yeah. I mean, X Division is like a whole bunch of mods as well. That's just the nature of how it goes. But I remember playing with the Xenomorphs a long time ago. There's a mod, I don't know if it's in X Division, you used to be able to get a chemical flamethrower at some point. It was probably too powerful though. Flamethrowers are already too powerful. Nice try. Eh. Not super effective. Okay. We're not going to be able to move in here for a couple turns anyway, so let's make him hurt. That was a very bad grenade. The next tier flamethrower? Yeah, we've got the Elenium on. I did see the plasma flamethrower before. The flamethrowers just do too much damage. It's crazy. Are you kidding me? No one can kill the specialist in the corner. I kind of don't want to group up anymore in there. This is getting a bit ridiculous. He's probably regenerating a little bit every turn too, just to really rub salt in my eyes. Stop it! Just stop it. Sometimes. Okay, thank you. Duke. You're not in a very good spot, but hey. That guy was giving me a real bad time. Fire is plasma, yeah. The first time I played, I missed the Elenium flamethrower, however you miss it. But I did get the plasma flamethrower, so I've seen that once before. Okay, we're definitely going to want to wait a turn or two here before we move up. Or like 5. So a couple of mistakes have been made. But we can take a couple turns to recharge. We're probably at the final push. And we'll get everybody reloaded. Oh, who was at 60? Oh, that's one. Oh, that's your last shot. All right, Kleber, don't make it. Better make it count. All right, let's just wait it out, basically. Alien turns are getting quicker. I just hate accidentally stepping in the acid in the darkness, so it's safer just let it all go away. You guys don't walk into it. They'll pathfind around it unless you manually click on one of the squares, and then you just die. So let's try not to do that. All right, ready to go, locked and loaded. Now, how fun would it be if we can cheese this door? How fun would it be? I actually didn't hear any sound effects. This might not be the command room. Might be like a hallway. Where's my other power armor? 1, 2, 3. So many guys. Just wait till we get 12 on every mission. I mean, I could look at all the icons. They're pretty small. Oh, where's my other power armor? Well, you forgot him, Blue. It's not even in the right room. Bring out the cheddar cheese. I feel a little bit bad taking advantage of exploits, but you know, only a little. Alright. I didn't hear any sound effects, so we're gonna say no aliens. It is the command room, and there were aliens, but not that many. Sure would have been nice if this secret passage went up here. I think they should program it so there's always a back entrance into the command room, if you can find it. It could be sneaky. It should be hard to find, but it should always exist. Even if it's just like a teleporter, like one little teleporter hidden behind the scenery, teleports you back here, and then you take a little secret, like one wide hallway into there. It's supposed to be their secret exit, but you use it to sneak up on them. Alright, Harridan, Chieftain. Not that much else can be in the room. Do we have enough? Could probably drop a smoke on the ground. Remember back in older XCOMs where you could just throw smoke on the ground? For like no time units at all, basically. Boy, that was nice. Might have just saved your life. Alright, get out of there. Alright, so we can move 65. That'll get 1 kill, and we'll be shot in the back. But Thorinum, you're in chat. You like it. Shot in the front. That was the most dangerous one. Back up Thorinum. This is the new Thorinum. Okay. That's probably the second most dangerous. Did I see anybody in this corner? Wouldn't matter. We're gonna check, though, with someone with power armor. Thanks. Still, this was a pretty mild command room. Only 3 aliens. So let's see if we can finish this up safely. I probably should have put more people closer to the door. We can get a 3-shot from here. If things really go poorly, we can probably smoke this room a bit more. Nah. Probably gonna want to do that. Everything's a mess. Everyone's trying to avoid the smoke. The one smoke grenade the stun grenade I threw in there really messed us up for pathfinding. You need 35 to shoot. We don't really have a good... Yeah. How much to throw a grenade? 37. Should work from here. So we're going to have to wait a turn to kill the Harridan. He's going to have a pretty hard time hitting us. And I would say there's enough people in that room that we should be able to kill him pretty easily next turn. Yeah, we'll leave Doomed Guy out of there. Don't want to kill our friends. If you know it's a bug and the AI doesn't do it, you'd call it cheating. Well, I mean, you know, all's fair in love and war. There's some things the AI does that you can't do, and there's things you can do that the AI can not do. I try not to use the exploits too much, though, I promise. Sometimes it's just fun. And sometimes it is making up specifically for bad luck or bad RNG or aliens that practically cheat. Cheat compared to the human sort of abilities. Anyway, look at that. B Team Thorinum. You all got your Valor citations or whatever. That was a fine mission. Not too bad. Tons of alloys. Got a new base. Bunch of Sebillian tech. The worst injury was just Danny. Basically plasma cannons. Squatchameel with the rocket launcher. I forget what hit him. There was a few times where we got shot a little bit. Well, if I wasn't recording it, I wouldn't think about it at all. I'd save scum all I wanted, but when I'm doing it for an audience, I do change the way I play a little bit. If you're meeting Giral, then of course. If you're playing on your own, don't worry about it, but it's a little different when you got an audience. Alright. We are going to end the episode shortly, future tubers, but I would like to at least finish our new tech. That was for our third Corsair. That's another wing ready. And these guys are trashed. So they're supposed to be moving to South America at some point, but we can't move them right now. I forget what shot them down. It might have been that B team. I don't even know what their problem was. Maybe they took down a battleship ages ago and just haven't been repaired yet. So what's B team going to do while we wait for... Well, you know, I'm not a fan of having robo-dogs sitting around not turned into ballistic cores. So we'll keep those guys busy. We'll get back to our aircraft as soon as we can. Alright, so A-Team will have their full suit in a second. Still haven't really committed to any torpedo tech. I'm having a hard time convincing myself to build anything other than the basic type torpedoes. But there's probably a reason for them somewhere. Alright, C team is sending their final Foxtrot to South Africa, groups of 3, and then they can build their last Lancer. With their last control system, even. We've probably got some UFOs to disassemble, but... Alright. That'll be the last aircraft for C-Team for a little while. Alright, see you later, Rides. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, here we go. Landing ship operator. This is kind of what I was excited for. The final Sebillian data hack of this phase. And I just want to see what this gives us. Mostly I need to show this off before we get to the end of the live stream and the end of the video, because that's my big hype. I always love getting the secret techs. I just like the tech in general, to be honest. Alright, we disassembled some robo-dogs or something. Whatever. What was A-Team doing? Probably was building a torpedo, actually. Now A-Team can take a break from those guys. We've got some alien ships to take apart. Lots of things to catch up on, honestly. They've been busy doing aircraft building for, like, at least a week. This is a little bit too much singing. Just a little bit too much. What was I going to check? There was something I was coming to check. How long before we can relocate them? It's probably easier to see on the launch screen. Yeah. I don't know why this is like the only place you can see the retrieving number, but these guys that got shot down still won't be repaired for another 70 hours. So 3 days basically before they start healing. You know, we haven't talked a lot about it, but people are like, "Oh man, how come you don't even lose your aircraft when they're shot down?" You do lose them for quite a while in terms of time, and if you're playing without the easy air game, it takes even twice as long, I think. Alright, another base full of Lancers. Some sweet looking air game power. So that's 1 full base, 2 full base. Not full because I can't really build them yet, but we'll get those Lancers in there and the Corsairs are already done. We've got 2 nifty little Lotus here in Australia, and I'm going to try to build 2 more. That's what we should do next, maybe, is try to build 2 more for, I think I want to put them in like Europe or something. And they will be kind of a specialty bomber. To do that, though, we will need to disassemble... Wait. Okay, I queued up a plasma torpedo that I didn't even need. Get out of here. We need to actually disassemble this terror battleship. Alright, A-Team. Let's see, what do we need? What's the most important thing for A-Team to do right now? Just disassemble. Gives us some more air pops. YouTube just pooped out? Well, sorry about that, Drow. Robodogs. Take this light shuttle apart. Should take less time for the smaller ones, honestly. Let's see, I guess I'll just get some of these quick jobs done. They don't take very long. Kind of easy. Clears them off my list. Hey, look, this is what I wanted. The final for our phase Sebillian data hack. And we get a new vehicle, better grenades, and some... Oh, I have never seen this vehicle before. It's an upgrade to the Defender. Interesting. Reactors power it. And run servers fabrication. I've never seen this before. I never got this the last time I played. Well, we'll have to research that. I mean, the Mark III weapons are cool and all, but let's see if we can get that before we wrap up today. Could build another Lotus. We would have to temporarily move somebody away from this base to build it. It's kind of... I don't really have the spare manufacturing hangar, basically. Before my next stream, when I'm doing some management, I might move around my spare extreme parts. Just to see if we can... if we can bake a fourth Lotus with what we've got. Getting a little bit of time passing, nothing too serious. Still can't move the Foxtrots. Hey, engineers! This is always exciting too. Increasing the manufacturing capacity. Or, we have, so now we just need to assign them. Now that we've built everything, now we can do it even faster. Alright, 60 engineers per base. Maybe we'll finally get through our backlog of work I never finished. Lotus complete. So we should probably make it some weapons and stuff. Have yourself a torpedo. And some hyper missiles. Yeah, they queued up basically. They'll be fine. A-Team starting to work through the backlog. Alien Strike Corvette out of the way. So B-Team starting to work through the backlog. As if we have time. Look at this. 40 Androns that we could disassemble. Even with 60, it's like 3 full days of work. Got no time for that. Okay, Plasma Torp. And then Hyper Missile. Just want to see this new tank. Spending more and more time on this screen reassigning engineers, but I guess if I hold control down, just control left click is 100. That's faster than 10 at a time. Well, another pretty little Lotus. Hyper missiles, plasma torpedoes. We need to give it a little bit of time. Maybe we can transport it. Yeah, now we can move it. So I think I want... If we bring our special Lotus in Australia and Europe, that's kind of covering opposites. We're not going to have very many of them, so I kind of want them split up. Able to cover kind of different areas to maybe shoot down a terror ship, or help at least. So we're going to send that one to Europe. And for now, I'm going to send the Lancer back, the one that I stored somewhere else. because we could only build the one. So I sent, where is it? Yeah, this guy. North America back to the other one. The other place. Indochina. And then Indochina's kind of done building their aircraft for now. So they start catching up on their stuff. Cool. Can we use the enlist command to add additional soldiers? The problem is if you've already got one, we don't really have enough spare usable soldiers to keep adding new ones because they'll just sit around. And I've already got people that have their first soldier that have never gone on a mission. We do have a couple people that we can rename, but there's a lot of people that are just sitting around not getting any use. So I'm kind of hesitant to put secondary soldier names. You can certainly name yourself after an airplane or a vehicle, though. But yeah, I don't want to take too many more soldier names unless it's your first name. Alright, come on, tech. I want to see this tank. Give me my tank. We're almost at a great split point, because off camera I can go back through and queue up all the wreckages that we haven't. There's a lot of stuff that we can queue up, but I like to do that off camera because it takes a while. But I'm starting to catch up on my backlog. Oh no, we're out of things in the backlog. And now I have to go through and find extra things to do. Well, a bunch of toxic. Oh, that's right. This B team did a chemical. Yeah. No chemical grenades. I thought someone got a toxin grenade. Dang it. I was getting all excited. Did anyone get any of those? Nope. C team. Ooh, they can get some tier 2 grenades. Maybe I'll share those around a little bit. A team is going to be busy here for the longest. Alright, here you go. The Savior. I've never seen this vehicle before. So the Savior takes over the role of the preferred light tank over from the Scimitar, being superior to the Scimitar on all points. What? A tier 2 tank upgrading to another tier 2 tank? It can accommodate machine guns or cannons. I like cannons. It's got 150 more HP, 10 more time units. Oh, it's got less kinetic armor. And less incendiary slightly. How can it say superior on all points and gets 20 less kinetic armor? Still, I would say that's better overall. The HP is probably worth it, and then more TU is very nice. That's almost as much TU as our original scout car. Not that I'd ever use this piece of garbage. Cool! We'll have to build some of those if we can. So how expensive? They were like 280 thingamajiggers. Dense fiber. It's getting late. Where are they? Vehicles! I want to see the vehicles. The Savior! So we're gonna really need to disassemble all these drones that we have laying around and hope... This might be enough to build like one per base. Maybe. We can probably build a few, let's say. But I like it. I like the vehicles. They've been doing a good job. We've got pretty awesome... the AP plasma cannon is really good. So I like the idea of having better chassis. Although I thought the scimitars were pretty good already. This is clearly even more superior. And I think we've got enough dense fiber lying around. We're just waiting for us to process. Oh yeah, look at that. 6 tanks. So that's some hype, probably for the next mission. Or the next stream, maybe not the next mission, but the next stream will probably get to that. I guess it's almost an hour-and-a-half episode. I better stop pretty soon. I'm just really excited for all the cool new stuff. It's like, this is stuff I've never even seen before a little bit. You know, the campaign's going really well. It's almost 2 AM. I've been up all friggin' day playing Xenonauts. I wanted to show this off too, right? How could I not? We're gonna stop at the plasma rocket, the AP plasma rocket. That's where we're gonna stop. Grenade. Advanced plasma grenade. Our previous plasma grenade did 125. Almost enough to kill our allies in one shot. But pretty good grenade, pretty cheap to make. 2.5 radius, 125 damage. The advanced version, 3.5 radius, much bigger, 150 damage. It also ignores some incendiary armor in case you have any. That's pretty awesome at blowing up stuff. And the only downside, I think, is it costs 1 regular grenade, which is basically free, and then 1 piece of elenium. So generally, you can have infinite plasma grenades, but don't spend all your elenium on the advanced. Just build a few. Try not to overspill these, I would say. But we're definitely going to want some. We'll start with like 12 per base or so. Assuming we've got the elenium. Now that we've got all these engineers, though, we'll catch up on elenium a bit faster, because there's still lots of stuff to disassemble that gives elenium. So, the engineers will help us keep up on it. Alright, let's get that plasma rocket. Do we have enough scrap here? We totally do! Goodbye, Defender. You will not be missed anymore. Decommissioned. And we're going to queue up our first Savior. Almost want to build one too, just to see what they look like on the screen here. Alright, so the B team, I think, is a little low on dense fiber. They had a couple more, oh no, wait. I see. They had a couple more vehicle deaths, so they probably burned through their fiber a little bit more. But yeah, we'll be able to make one everywhere. Let's get that queued up. A hunter car, that's garbage at this point in the game. Sorry, final hunter car, get out of my garage. You're not gonna hold up on the battlefield. We want saviors now. And let's retire the old defender to tier 1. I never got a ton of value out of the defenders, honestly. We got a lot of value out of the hunter cars. The defenders were okay, and then the siege tanks really carried us to the end of tier 1. We'll be able to build it soon enough. Vehicle savior. Let's try not to get them killed, though. Is the HP upgrade? Well, for one, I like to have a backup in case one gets shot down. So we've got a backup vehicle ready to go. The main thing I would say, I mean, I've never built one of these before. This is my first try. It's got more time units, which is really nice, and an extra 150 HP, which is also pretty good. The only thing it's losing is a little bit of kinetic armor. I think the difference here is 40 fiber. Like, okay, I'm not saying if you've already got scimitars you need to build saviors, but if you have neither, you should definitely build savior. And we've got 3 hangar bays. I feel like having one of each is not going to break the bank. Also, thanks for the super chat. The Jesus tank. We'll rename those after the recording part is over. Assuming we can finish one in time. Alright, AP Plasma Rocket. That's probably good. Plasma Explosive I'm less excited about. I definitely want to get this Carbine, though. So, AP rockets also sound pretty awesome. Because I really like the AP Alenium rockets. The AP Plasma Rocket is a huge upgrade. Instead of 300 of these damage, you know, small area of effect, 300 damage. It's small area of effect, 470? Like, is there anything that can survive one of these? That's even more damage than the vehicle plasma cannon. That's crazy. So yeah, I feel like we want Rocketeers to have a couple of those. Again, it's an upgrade that costs selenium. Probably don't want a billion of them, but you know. We're gonna run out of selenium here. Let's turn that down to 10 and then just build 3 of these. We are actually running out of selenium. How much was in the A-Team? A-Team tends to get the most. We've got 68 selenium to spare, basically. Or after all this is done, like 60 selenium to spare. We should slow down the selenium expenses a little bit. Advanced plasma grenades, advanced plasma rockets. They build real fast. So we'll have them for our next mission. Oh, of course. Even the tanks took selenium. So that's the problem. We're basically out of selenium. Once we're done this round of construction, we're gonna really slow down the selenium spending. So we're probably down to like 30. Alright, we got our first savior. It does look more like a defender. It's a bit bigger than our little baby car. I'll have to build it a cannon as well, I suppose. I forgot about that. Because I do prefer these cannons to most of the other weapons. Vehicle, weapons, AP, and these are free at least, so that's nice. Extra hangars completed. That was the resources for base 2. Another savior completed. There you go. Let's build plasma cannons. The aliens are giving me so much time here. So nice. Another savior's done. Alright, savior's ready to go. I didn't think we'd have time to build them before the aliens came back, honestly. I figured we'd have to end our episode, but instead we're just building all the stuff. Alright, every savior gets a cool new weapon. Mag carbines? We'll want to upgrade those? We might want to build some Mag precision sniper rifles. We're not probably going to have the resources to do the Mag rifles right now, but if we want to bring our snipers a carbine, these things are real good. The comparison here is the Mark IIs do 3 range. These guys, I think, yeah, 4 range. So a little bit longer range on your carbine is quite nice. We're doing more damage. Plus 2 damage per hit, and you shoot 15, or no. Same damage, but 2 more projectiles. So 15 times 14 instead of 15 times 13 times 12. So that's 30 more damage if they all hit. At close range, they tend to. And I guess that's probably all you get out of it. It's not a huge upgrade, but the range is nice, and a little bit more projectiles is nice. Like I said, we might be running a little low on resources. They do take some selenium. So, you know, Tim wants to know what his accuracy is. I don't know. Give me a second. We're almost done. We're almost done the episode. We should stop any second now. Plasma rockets. I guess future tubers, we really should end here. We could just do this forever and then I'd never end my episode. At least we got most of the new stuff built or started, except for the mag weapons. Yeah, okay, we're going to stop here because we ran out of things to do. And the next round, I have to go through and, like, queue all this stuff up. We'll get a bunch of ballistic cores. We can also, like, I'll queue a bunch of this stuff up between episodes, but someone's got a base. We can disassemble the base. You can disassemble power sources for more Elenium. There's lots of weapons and lots of corpses and stuff. And we've researched a lot of new corpses, so we've probably never even checked for some of these terror soldiers and stuff. So, we've got a few things to queue up, let's say. Some of them are better resources than others. Live ones are pretty good. Yeah, definitely want to get these guys disassembled. Alright, future tubers, that's all. We're going to stop. Can't just keep this going forever. LP, so much cool tech. And next episode we'll keep going. I'm sure some UFOs will show up soon, and we will try to get the last data hack. Basically, our goal for Phase 2 now is to get our final data hack. We've got all the Sebillian hacks, that's why we got all the cool stuff. Now we need one more size in data hack and get all the cool stuff from them as well. Assuming there's more cool stuff. But hey, there probably is more cool stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to that, and I will see you next episode. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.